Hello viewers, welcome to Joy's Kitchen. I hope you are doing well. Today I'm gonna show you a very simple dish. This is actually noodle soup. I'm gonna use udon to cook my noodle soup here, and I'm gonna show you slowly how I'm gonna cook it, and that's so simple to make. Because people don't have enough time nowadays to cook so many lengthy recipes, so that's why I have so many quick dishes in my mind, and I'm gonna make so many videos actually like that. So this is one of them. It's just today I'm very busy and I want to eat something which dish have protein and lots of vitamins, and at the same time is very light and very easy to cook. So this dish is one of that kind of dish. So here you go. I hope you're gonna enjoy, and that's gonna be helpful for you guys. So here you go, check the recipe. To make my noodle soup, I am gonna use actually udon noodles here. You can use egg noodles if you want, but I quite like udon noodles to make my noodle soup, because udon is quite thick chunky noodles, and that not gonna melt in my soup, and I quite like the texture of udon noodles actually. Personally I love udon, so yeah, I'm using 2 packets of noodles here. And this one is pre-cooked one. This is not the hard one. If it's the hard one, you have to boil it, of course, in hot water. But this one is pre-cooked, so I'm gonna cook it in the soup actually. So it's not gonna take too long. And I quite like the cooked one because that's quite easy and time-consuming. I don't need to spend too much time to boil them. So yeah, 2 packets I'm using, and I'm using here chicken sausages, and as you can see I quite make them like chunky pieces, because I'm gonna eat it like I want the bite piece sizes, so that's why I quite cut them like a chunky pieces. So chicken sausage I took. If you want, you can add pork sausages, up to you. And I took some French beans here, and I also cut them quite like chunky pieces, and I julienne some carrots here. You can add quite a lot of vegetables, it's up to you, but this is the vegetable I have in my fridge, so I'm using this. And I took 2 green red chilies, and I kind of like cut them in the middle, and this one gonna give it a little bit of nice spice as well. And I'm gonna use 2 eggs here. And I took around 1 handful of sweet corn, as you can see, and this sweet corn is not the whole one. I kind of like mashed them, so it's up to you. You can use your hand to mash them, or you can keep them like the whole corns. But yeah, it's kind of like a half mashed sweet corns here, and it's kind of like 2 tablespoons or 1 handful, and that's gonna give a really nice thickness in my soup. I took some ginger pieces here. You can see this ginger gonna give a really nice warm kind of flavor in my soup. And I took 1 chicken stock cube. 1 should be fine for that much amount of soup. And for ketchups, I'm gonna use around 2 to 3 tablespoons of chili garlic sauce. There is no particular brand, any kind of brand chili garlic sauce you can add. And I need around 4 to 5 tablespoons of light soy sauce. Light soy sauce is the main ingredients in my soup, because that's going to be kind of like clear kind of broth in my soup. So yeah, I need at least 4 to 5 tablespoons of light soy sauce. And I'm gonna add around 1 or 1.5 tablespoons of sriracha. That sriracha gonna give a little bit of tanginess and thickness and nice kind of spiciness in my soup. So yeah, I'm gonna add around 1 tablespoon of sriracha as well. So these are the simple ingredients I need to cook, make my noodle soup actually. And that's very easy. That's very easy soup. So in a cooking pot, I took actually 3 cups of water, and I'm kind of like boiling them. I'm cooking just for 2 people, so I'm not cooking too much. And now I'm adding my those red chilies and ginger pieces. And these ginger pieces, as I said, gonna give it a really warm kind of flavor. And ginger is so good for your body at the same time, and it's so good for the soup, and it give a really nice kind of flavor. And chili I'm using only 2 because that's gonna give it a little bit of spiciness. But if you like more spiciness, then you can add more. Or if you don't like chili or spiciness, then you can add just the skin of the chili, and you can leave the seeds off. And now I'm adding this chicken stock, and I'm gonna boil it for 2 minutes just to release all their flavor from the ginger, from the chili. So as you can see, my chicken stock is boiling for 2 minutes, and now I'm gonna add all those mashed sweet corn, and that sweet corn gonna give a really nice kind of thickness, because I'm not adding any cornstarch or corn flour. So this is the thickness ingredients I'm using, sweet corn, and that's gonna give a really nice kind of flavor and nice kind of crunch in my soup. So yeah, of course you should use chicken sweet corn if you are making this soup. And I'm gonna boil it for 2 minutes. So after another 2 minutes, you can see my sweet corns are nicely done now, and it's reduced a little bit. And now I'm gonna add my sausage cubes in the stock, and I'm gonna cook it for another 3 minutes, because these sausages are not gonna take too long. They are already like very soft kind of texture, so 3 minutes should be fine. And I didn't add any salt because my chicken stock have salt, and I'm gonna add some kind of ketchups here, so those one have salt as well at the same time. So after 3 minutes, my sausages are almost done, you can see. And now I'm gonna add all those vegetables, means like French beans and carrots. If you want, you can add some cabbage or broccolis or bok choy or pak choy, it's up to you, but I'm just adding these two kind of vegetables actually. So I'm going to cook it for another 2 minutes. They're not going to take too long, and I don't want to overcook them. I want the crunch of the vegetables. So I'm going to cook it for another 2 minutes, just like that. And my sausages are almost done. You can see they changed their shape, and they are kind of like nicely light pink color now. So after 2 minutes, my vegetables are also done. And now I'm gonna add all my ketchups. So as I said, I'm gonna add around 4 tablespoons of light soy sauce. This spoon which I am using, this is actually like 2 tablespoons is one of this spoon. So if I'm adding 2 of this spoon, so that means 4 tablespoons of soy sauce I used. But if you like more saltiness, you can add a little bit more. And I'm adding 2 of this spoon of chili garlic sauce, which is around 3 tablespoons of chili garlic sauce I am using, because I'm not using any other thing to make the taste and everything. So this ketchup and sauces and soy sauce is the main ingredient for this soup base. So 2 of this soup. I'm just using my spatula, but if you like, you can just properly use the proper tablespoon to measure it. And I'm adding 1 of these, little bit less than 1 of this spoon of sriracha. I like quite spicy my soup, but if you want less spicy, add less. But sriracha give it like really nice kind of tanginess and thickness and really nice color at the same time. And I'm gonna boil this soup for another 2 minutes, just like that. And in that time, this flavor of those sauces or soy sauce gonna go inside the sausages. So yeah, so you can see after 2 minutes my sausages are almost done. And now I'm gonna add my noodles. As I said, these noodles are pre-cooked, so they are quite soft, they are not hard one. So I'm not actually boiling before, I'm just boiling in this soup. And they're not gonna take more than 2 minutes, because if you cook more, they're gonna be really mushy, and that's not very good texture for these noodles and for this soup. So 2 to 3 minutes actually. And at the same time, this noodles gonna be like really tangy and really spicy and very nice. Gonna go inside the noodles. So yeah, 2 to 3 minutes I'm gonna boil just like that. You can see already that looks really good, and they are very light soup. I'm not adding too much of cornstarch or nothing. It's not very heavy soup. This is so yummy and so light, and it's really guilty-free food, and they're gonna fill you up, because that one have sausage, noodles, vegetables, and then I'm gonna add some eggs. So they are really like one pot protein, you can say. If you want, you can add prawns. If you want, you can add chicken cubes, but I'm not adding too much of ingredients, so I'm just keeping it simple. So after 2 minutes, you can see those are really like done and boiling. And now I'm gonna add my eggs. You can see that egg gonna give it really nice kind of thickness. And I'm not using cornstarch at all. So this is the thickness ingredients, egg and sweet corn. And I'm adding this egg exactly at the end. And after that, I'm gonna cook it maybe for 1 minute, and that's it, done. As long as I can see the egg marble, you can see the eggs are already marbled now. So 1 minute, and you can add if you need a little bit of salt or a little bit of more ketchup or something. This is the time. And I'm gonna serve it. I'm gonna add a little bit of chopped coriander leaf, and I'm gonna serve it just like that. Actually, my soup is done. Just I'm waiting for the proper marble from this egg, and that's it. You can see it didn't took more than 10 minutes, actually 10 to 12 minutes. It's a very easy dish. So here you go, guys. This is my noodle soup is done, and as you see, it's very easy to cook as long as all the ingredients you have. And I added a little bit of coriander leaf that's gonna give a really nice kind of flavor in my soup, and that's so good for your body, and you can eat for your dinner. That's just very light, and you can like have it for like 2-3 bowl. So here you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, and follow my recipes, and share my recipes with your friends, family and neighbors. And I hope you're gonna cook this dish and you're gonna enjoy it, and you're gonna love it, because this is very guilty free food. So here you go. Bye bye. Ta-da.